Have you been masturbating for many years? You've struggled all your life to stop it. Then this video is what you need. Today, I'm going to teach you how to stop masturbation in just 2 weeks. To stop masturbation, you must know the process of masturbating. To masturbate, you have to go through 4 main processes. The first stage is fantasy. The second stage is hallucination. The third stage is stroking or digging. And the last stage is relapse. The first stage, which is called the fantasy, is when you begin to think of having sex with another person, be it a man or a woman. And this stage feeds on pornography. Or pornography feeds into this stage so much so well that it helps anybody who masturbates to fantasize. The second stage of masturbation is hallucination. This is the stage at which you begin to engage in sexual relations without a person close to you. So for instance, a person might be sitting in his own room with no female or male close to him, but will hallucinate as if he is having a sexual relation with a person. This can occur in while the person is sleeping, or when the person is in the classroom, the person is in a church. The person can be anywhere, but will still be hallucinating about having a sexual affair with another person. The next stage is at the actual stage, or is the real stage, which is the stroking or digging. The stroking is when a man begins to massage his penis, or a woman begins to put his fingers in his genitals. And this is the third stage where people engage in the real act of stroking their dick or pounding their vagina. The last stage is the relapse. The relapse is the stage where you want to recurrently do or stroke or dig your genitals continuously in a day or several days in a week. The real topic of stopping masturbation. In order to stop masturbation, you need to look at these 4 processes and break all these 4 processes in order to stop the long-lasting effect that masturbation can have on you. For you to stop the first stage, which is fantasy, you need to stop watching porn, because porn is what feeds into fantasy. And so if you stop watching porn, the mental images that you have about people having sexual relations in a porn will diminish as time passes. And so you are not going to have these images playing in your brains, and that is going to help you reduce your level of fantasy. Then the second stage, which is the most difficult to overcome, which is hallucination, is creating mental images of sexual relationship between you and another person whilst nothing of that sort is happening. And so for this stage, you need to train yourself not to have images or mental issues or pictures of you having sexual affair without people close to you. For this stage, you can engage in listening to music, you can engage in reading books, you can engage in any activity that can take your mind off creating images of sexual relations between you and another person. Now, when you are able to break the first stage, which is fantasy, and the second stage, which is hallucination, the next stage, which is stroking and digging, will not follow. because you've broken the first stage and the second stage. Therefore, you will not be able to stroke or take your genitals. And the last stage, which is the relapse, will completely be gone if and only if you get the first stage and the second stage right. And this is the only way you can use to break the bond or chain of masturbation for so many years. We post videos at the end of every week, and so subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so that you can receive notifications when we upload any video.